remember a few weeks ago, it was the second week here. We did an activity in class and we call it persuasion. You remember that? You tried to convince me about something. Remember that, right? Okay, today we're going to be doing something very similar, but we call it a debate. Who can tell me what is the difference between a debate and a persuasion? What's the difference in those two? Any idea? And how?
Small action. I remember.
Yeah, but that was the activity. But my question is, what is the difference between a debate and a persuasion?
So, debate, so one side is to approve the idea, and another side is disagree the idea. So they have to discuss who is right or wrong.
Okay, let's write down that in like opposite ideas, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay? Opposite ideas. Anybody else has an idea about what is a debate? What is different from persuasion? Tell us the name again. Tina, any idea what's the difference between a debate and persuasion? Not sure. Timothy, any idea? What's the difference between a persuasion and a debate? Persuasion, we talked about that before. Remember, persuasion or persuading someone means convince someone to do something, okay? We make an exercise about the rain and the umbrella, if I recall correctly, right? What's the first thing? That you have to convince me, you have to persuade me to bring my umbrella outside. And you use arguments to do that, right? What is the difference between a persuasion and a debate? That in a persuasion there is no resistance. You know what I mean by no resistance? So the people or the person that you're persuading, they are not actually contradicting you. They are listening to you, but depends of your powers of persuasion, that person is going to follow your advice or not, right? There's no opposition. In a debate, there is resistance, there is opposition. Opposite ideas. In a debate, there is two or more than two talking about one specific topic, but all of them have different ideas, and they want to make their idea to be the one on top of all. So you use persuasion when you are debating. Yes, you do that. But the difference is like in a debate, there is a resistance. The other person, he wants to impose their own ideas, and there is this kind of back and forth with arguments. That is the difference between persuasion and debate. Okay? Today we're going to be doing a debate. So it's good that we have at least 6 students today, because we're going to divide in 2 big groups. Okay? So Timothy, Peggy, and Kina, right? You are one group, and then you have William, Owen, and Angel is another group. So let's gonna change the position of the chairs, like this. 3 chairs, 1, 2, 3. Now, change the position of the chairs, facing them. You're gonna be facing each other, like 2 opposing groups. You're here. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Come on. We need to do all the things. Gina can sit here, and Timothy over here. Why don't you know each other? I'm gonna be here as a moderator. Okay, I'm going to write down a topic on the board, and I'm going to give you time for you to discuss between your members about your arguments. Because you're going to have to convince me about something using a debate platform. What is the first topic that we're going to be doing using for that? Something that's very common. People tend to debate a lot. Cats versus dogs. What does that mean? Some people like cats more than dogs. Some people like dogs more than cats. Some people believe that cats are better pets than dogs. Some people believe that dogs are better pets than cats. You are the cat people, okay? And you are the dog people. Understood? So you have 10 minutes to talk between you guys and came up with some arguments to tell me why the dogs are better pets, in the case of the dogs, right? And why the cats are better pets than dogs. Understood? I prepared because I also want you to think about bad things about cats. And you're going to think about bad things about dogs, okay? Because you're going to have to kind of battle each other to convince me which one is the best. Let's put it in this way. Imagine that I'm going to get a pet for the first time, okay? And I'm not sure what to get, or a dog or a cat. So I come to my friends for advice. And then everybody has different opinions, okay? So you have to convince me to get or a pet, dog, or a cat. Okay? It's up to you to do that. You understand? You can use internet, Google reasons, I don't know, whatever you need to. But then when the time comes, everybody's gonna have to say something about it. Okay? Everybody has to put something in the argument. So one by one, you're gonna be telling me why do you believe cats are better than dogs or dogs are better than cats, okay? Everybody get to work. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You can discuss with your partner, your team member. chart to help you to get the ideas a little bit more clear, right? So think about your animal in terms of pros and cons. What things the animal has if you're a cat, right? Cat, the good thing about cats, right? You also think about the bad things. But you're not gonna tell me those. You're gonna think about them because if this team says something bad about the cats, you have a way to counter it. You know what I mean, right? You have an argument to battle that argument back. They say, for instance, just one bit ahead. They say that cats are too, I don't know, too independent. Then you have to say something back to say, oh, yes, but, or no, but. Think about your counter argument, okay? Same for the dogs. So utilize these T-charts as a kind of like skeleton to put all the arguments on top of it, okay? We still have 5 minutes.
Which one? You can do something totally which one can
you can easy to pet dog. Cat, you need to if it is a cat, maybe when cat's food is bad, you can't touch on.
not very close to people every time.
Cats are very passionate.
Yeah. Sometimes not passionate. Yes.
Don't like to bark when midnight.
In the midnight. So this is bad one. Yes. Sometimes cats will not be passionate with humans. I think dog is the key one. But different kinds.
Yeah, but if you have dog, you have to have them to take a shower.
Yes.
So maybe every 1 week, or possibly you don't have to take a
Yes, just at home. So cats love home.
You don't need to wash. What else?
cat is more.
Not more. I think it's the same dog and cat is
Okay. Cats cost more money. Yes.
This one.
Cost more money.
Really?
Yes. It is supposed to
hopefully it's okay.
Cat's toy. You have been vision and they'll know about old toy and something healthy, good, healthy food, healthy food.
Okay. Should we start with an opening argument? You know what an opening argument is? You say something like a general thing about your topic. Okay, so you can, for instance, tell me in a very brief words, why do you think cats are better than dogs? Or dogs are better than cats? You don't have to give me every detail, right? Just like a general overview about your argument, okay? So, one of you guys who can do that. Okay, Anna, you start. What is your opening argument to the discussion? Yours first.
Cat and dog, which one costs more?
Do you think cats cost more?
No, I think dog is cost more because dog is very active, so you have to you have to buy many equipments and you have to take them to the veterinarian. Yeah, so maybe it costs more than cats.
Okay, so the base of your argument is that dogs are more expensive than cats.
Yeah.
Okay, what about cats? Initial argument.
Cats personalities points and dogs.
Okay, so the whole advocate for cats is going to be based on the fact that the cats are quieter than dogs, right? And yours is based on the fact that dogs are more expensive to maintain. Is that? Okay, let's just get into that. I'm going to move over here because fans I cannot hear properly. Okay, now each of you is going to give me one reason why you feel your animal, your pet animal is better than the other one, okay? So let's start with the cats. Peggy, give me one reason why you think, your dogs, right?
Why dog?
Yeah, why do you think dogs are better than cats?
Dog is more loyalty. Loyal.
They are more loyal than cats. Okay, I'm going to start writing down and see us the board. So that is a pro of dogs, right? That they are more loyal according to Peggy. They are more loyal. What do you think? Cats.
Spend a lot of time with cats.
Can you rephrase that in a better way? So cats are more independent than dogs. Okay, so remember, we are comparing two animals here. We are comparing a dog and a cat. So if you tell me, okay, the cats are more independent than dogs, right? Then you can give me some examples to try to visualize that concept that you're trying to say.
Take care of itself. So
Okay.
they don't have to spend a lot of time
still depend on their owners, right? Up to some extent. So let's say they are more, let's go with independent. Okay, they are more independent. Okay. Okay, we have two concepts already. We have a pro for the dog, which is they are more loyal. And then we have a pro for the cat, which is they are more independent. Okay? Now I want you to, the opposite team, try to counteract this fact. Okay? So, they say that the dogs are, no, you say that the dogs are, I can mix it up. I used to do this activity with a pet hat. You know those hats that have like animals, pets, and then the people they wear the dog and the cat. I forgot to do that. But anyway, so dog people, right? Dog people say that the dogs are more loyal. You guys have to tell me that maybe that's not true. How?
I think cat is also loyal.
Okay, why do you think so?
But only loyal because cat more stay home. So many other people doesn't think about the cat is loyal with her cat.
Do you think you say that the cats are loyal too because they always at home?
Yes.
Why do you think dogs are loyal? Give me some examples.
When dogs see strangers, they bark.
Okay, when the dogs see people that they're not part of the family, right?
Not every dog do that.
Okay, good. Not every dog. Yeah, that's a good point. Not every dog do that, but some dogs
some
do,
do,
right?
okay.
So cats, they don't bark, but they do something to defend.
Also do defense.
Like what?
Scratch or
They scratch people like they are.
yes, I think.
You don't.
And also bite people.
Okay.
Or run away.
They bite and then run away.
Yeah.
That's a different thing, right? It's not being loyal. Okay, loyalty here comes with being protective of the owner, right? But I think these are two different things because loyalty means that the animal is gonna always be with you no matter what. Being protective is a different thing. It comes from loyalty, it's true, but protective probably can be another characteristic of the animals, right? For instance, the dogs, they are more protective than cats, right? Do you agree with that, Timothy? Did you agree that the dogs are more protective? They protect more their owners than the cats do.
Agree. Agree.
Do you agree? Okay. Why?
Dog. Cat. Dog.
Your dogs.
Oh,
Yeah, they're cats.
I think dog is easy to train and you can follow some instruction.
They can follow instructions. They are easy to train. Okay, we're getting into another point. Before we move on to that one, because that one is also important, let's continue with the protective part, okay? So, dogs are more protective than cats. Yes or no? You think, of course, you're gonna say yes, right? Cats are gonna say no. You're gonna say cats are more protective, okay? More. I think dogs are more protective than cats, okay? For several reasons. One of them is like, as Tina mentioned, mentions, they tend to bark to people. They are like warning people not to come too close because this area is they're not supposed to be there, right? Cats, they don't do that kind of things. But yes, cats bite and scratch when they run away, but it doesn't have anything to do with protecting people. They have to do maybe self-protection. They don't like somebody, they do that to prevent that person to pet them or get close to them. So in this particular case, I would say that the dogs are more concerned. Now, Timothy mentioned something very interesting, which is the training part of the process. When you have a pet, the animal needs to be trained. Let's be honest, right? So, cats, tell me, cats, are cats better in training than dogs? Or not? What do you think? Do we need to train a cat to do their stuff or anything else? We don't need to train them, right? First, more important question, have you ever had a pet? Pets? Never. Cats? Dogs? You're supposed to be sitting there, okay? You? Cat or dog? As a pet?
I don't have any pets.
Never.
Never.
What about you, Peggy?
Golden retriever.
Golden retriever. So, a dog.
Both.
I have cats and dogs. Okay, good. So, you have no experience in cats or dogs, but you're making your pets here, right? So, you have experience with cats.
Yeah.
Okay, so, are they don't need training?
I think it's less than dogs.
Less than dogs, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just say independent, so
Because
it
they're
will
independent.
take care about itself,
Mm-hmm.
just like toilet, and clean her itself.
Okay.
So I think it's better not to not need training.
They don't need too much
Yeah,
training as dogs needs to. Tell me something about dog training. You guys defend your dogs.
Dog is more active. When we call dogs, they will come here.
Okay, so they are very.
It's easier than cat.
Gina's mentioned that when you call a dog, they are very obedient, right? Cats are not.
Immediately come here.
Okay. We're getting into another point, but it's fine. We're gonna get there. So, the training part. Dogs require training. Yes, they do. What kind of training does the dogs require to learn?
Educate your dog to sit down or do not in the floor.
Yes, you need to teach them, since they are puppies, where to do the things, right? The pee and the poo, right? Do we need to do that with cats?
Yes, but I think it's quicker than dog.
They learn faster
Yeah,
than
they learn
our
faster,
dogs
yes.
do. Do you agree? Timothy, you have both cats and dogs, right? So which one learn faster? The cats or the dogs? When they have to do the things.
Dog is best
Dog is faster
train.
to train. But the point here is when you get to the training part. Some cats, they don't need training. They don't need training. You just bring the kitten and then you give them the sand, right?
Yeah.
And they just go there and do their stuff. But dogs, you have to train them. You understand my point? But it's a very interesting point because I also agree that dogs are easier to train. But cats, sometimes they don't even need training. You know my point, right? If you want to teach something to a cat, it's more difficult because they are more stubborn than dogs. Dogs are easier to train, but some cats they don't need training for certain things, like doing the poop and the pee, right? So if we put it on the board, I will say that dogs, cats, no need training. Basically, they don't need training. It's part of their nature. They know where to do things, how to do it, to clean themselves, and all this stuff. The dog, you have to train. Some of them takes longer than others, but you still need to train. Talking about that, something that I'm very curious about. Taiwanese, they tend to buy dogs from the pet shop, right? These cute little dogs, right? They come trained already. They come trained, right? You don't take it. Your dog, when you got it, it was a puppy. And you have to train it, or it already comes training?
No, you need to train.
You need to
because
train.
it's very small dog.
Okay.
And you need, because the below age one,
Okay.
there is very cold. You need to train. But when they come to age 82, they will larger, and you don't need to train.
You already know, right? At age 2. What about your experience with dogs? You have them since they're puppies, or they were big dogs when you got them?
It's both train, but with the time it's different.
Okay, the length of time to train them. But my question is, when you got your dog, you have a dog, right? When you got it for the first time, it was a puppy or it was a big dog?
Puppy.
It was a puppy. And did you have to train it, or somebody trained it before?
I train by myself.
Okay, good. So sometimes you get the dog, you have to train it. Sometimes the dog comes with training included, right? Those cost more money. Having a dog in Taiwan is very expensive.
Cat is also.
Cat is expensive. But my point is, like, first of all, to buy the dog is super expensive. I've been in those pet shops and they are very expensive. It's like some of them are the same price of a motorbike. And then you have to spend more money to take care of them, right? So let's take a look at which of the two are more expensive to maintain, dogs or cats? Dogs. Well, you're supposed to say the other way, but that's fine. You're supposed to say that they are more expensive, okay? Because you are defending the dogs and they are defending the cat. Okay, but you said the dogs are more expensive. What about cats? Do you think actually are cheaper to maintain than dogs? What do you think?
You say. because
In terms of money, let's say monthly, how much money a month you spend on your pet? Do you think cats you require to spend less money than dogs? Yes or no?
It depends on your pet's health situation. If your dog or cat get very sick, you have to take them to the animal hospital.
Yeah.
So that will be cost a lot.
Yeah, but that's the same in both cases. You have to take them to the vet, no matter what, right? And probably the price is the same. But if you add other things on top of it, like food, I don't know, accessories.
I think dogs cost more because dog is very active, and maybe dog is easy to get hurt if they too active.
So you think that the medical bills from a dog is going to be more expensive than for a cat?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they are more active. What do you think about it, Tina? Do you think actually the dogs are more expensive to maintain than cats? I mean, we are guessing a lot in this, but that's the whole point of the discussion. You just imagine that you have a dog and you just go with it. Like, do you think actually it's more expensive?
I think it's more expensive.
Why?
Some purebred cats.
Purebred cats, like a special breed of cats. I'm just you're talking about the price to buy the cat, or just to maintain the cat. Yeah, because there's a difference between buying the animal, right? But then you have to spend money monthly on the animal, like food.
The food they eat is dog, you need to buy the least cheaper. The cat is like a pork. So it is different price.
But okay, which one is more expensive? The cat or the dog
I
food?
think cat is more meat.
So dogs are more expensive. She's keeping the bad things comes to dogs. You have to put the good things about it.
Many dogs just eat the
It's better
milk.
to fix it and need more time to care of cats.
Okay, so they're saying that dogs requires better food.
Cats need better food.
Cat needs better food than dogs,
Yeah.
which means it's going to be more expensive in the long run than dog food, right? Is that true? Cat people. They're completely lost. He doesn't know what we're talking about yet.
What's your experience? Because
Okay, next time that you go to the supermarket, go to the aisle where the dog food is, the pets, and then compare the prices. If the cat food is more expensive than the dog one, or the dog one versus the cat. That is one thing. Another thing is like the size of the animal, right?
Oh yes.
Cats are regularly the same size, right? But dogs can be very small, very big, and big dogs need more food.
I don't think the big dog is expensive. It's cheaper than cat.
You think cat food is cheaper?
Two bigger dog. I don't know how is medium size or small size dog.
I think, yes, I think actually cat food is cheaper for several reasons. The first one is because cats eat they eat little. They don't eat too much. Dogs eat more by nature.
Yes.
And then is the size. So when you have a big dog, you need a big amount of food, right? So in a long-term run, I think dogs more expensive. I mean, food more expensive. So I will be from here is like expensive food, expensive. In terms of like day-to-day care, what things do you need to buy for a dog? What things you need to buy for a cat? Yeah, you can say something about it. You can say cats needs to buy more things than dogs. Then you tell me all the things that.
Cat need to buy the toy, the dog don't need to buy the toy. They need
No, cat is only need the box, paper box.
The paper box. They love paper boxes, by the way. So you give me a paper box, a cardboard box, and they are happy forever, right? Until it's broken, and then you have to get a new one. Okay, that's a good thing. But actually, the toys is a good point because I've seen people that have cats, and they have like these toys, like like this long leash and
But
play.
not every cat need it. Something just no.
What about your
like
cat?
to?
What about your cat?
Not.
No. Dogs need toys too. What kind of toys does a dog need?
Oh,
Neck.
But that's not a toy. You mean the collar?
I think the ball.
Yeah, dogs need something to chew, right?
bones. Only need bones.
Bones, like real bones, like chicken bones. No, they're gonna eat it. And
Toys.
they chew it. Okay. Cats,
No.
a cardboard box.
Oh.
That would suffice.
Yeah.
But cats need something that the dogs they don't. You need to have those things around the house, otherwise your furniture is gonna be old or ruined.
Yeah.
What is it? You know that, right?
Sand.
Yeah, they need the sand. First of all, they need the sand to do the poo and the pee. The dogs they don't because you take them out, right? they also need the scratchers.
Yeah.
Cats need something to scratch. If you don't buy something, they're gonna scratch everything in your house. Okay? Your clothes, your furniture, everything is gonna scratch, right? So you need to buy that. It's regularly too. What else?
home, little home, small home.
Yeah, but both need that.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dog need bigger.
yeah, but you get no. I think cats they don't because they find like these little corners in the house and they just get there.
Everywhere is okay.
Yeah, dogs probably they do
You
it.
need a little home.
Yeah, I think in terms of daily basis supplies, I think cats are more expensive. In food, yes, it's cheaper food, but they also need things that dogs they don't. You have to buy the sand monthly, I guess, right, to replace the place. So that is very expensive. So I would say the cats needs more supplies. Okay, so we have dogs are more loyal, they are more protective, the food is more expensive, then we have cats that are more independent, they basically don't need any training, but they need more supplies to take care of them daily, right? Now let's go to the most important part, the one that everybody actually lay on when they have to decide between these two. Which of two show more affection? Because ultimately that's what we want when we have a pet, right? We want to have at least show of affection to you, right? Which ones are more? You know what I'm talking about, affection, right? For instance, you go home, you go back home after a long day of work, and then the dog, what does the dog do? What does the dog do when you come back home every day?
Usually they will very happy to
How do they show that happiness? Yeah, I can. How do they show that happiness? The dog.
May want to hug you.
Hmm?
Maybe want to
hug you.
But what is that?
Tail.
Yeah, the dogs they wave their tails. So that's a visual proof that they are happy or excited to see you. Some people need that reaffirmation, right? Cats they don't do that. They have other stuff. What do the cats do? What do the cats do when they are happy and they see you are coming back home? They cannot wave their tails because cats they don't wave tails. What do they do, Anna?
In fact, I don't have a cat, so I don't
Just
know.
imagine it. Timothy, you have a cat, right?
Yeah.
What do they do?
They were
They will rub their bodies against you, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's a show of affection. The cat is gonna show you, right? What else? Any idea? No. Don't worry. When we move to the next subject, probably you're gonna have more to say about it. So, in my opinion, or the two are more affected. Both are equally affected, show equally affection, but they show it in different ways. Okay? The dogs are more visual. They jump, they run around the house, they move their tails, right? The cats, they're not that, but they still come too close to you. They rub their bodies, they make noises. So it's different, right? Some people say that the cats do all that because they just want to be fed. As soon as you give them food, they just go away. But the dogs are different. What do you think? Do you think that dogs are more affectionate and loyal than cats, or cats are more affectionate and loyal than dogs? Young people. Young people, what do you think? In general, because let's treat this as a closing argument, okay? Now you're gonna tell me why you think these are better than cats. You first. Start you, Becky. One thing. Why I think? You can say I think dogs are better than cats because
I think dogs are better than cats because not only loyal, not but more proactive, but also dog intelligent is like a small children.
okay.
So they will learn and memory the things. For example, they will recognize your face.
Good. One more thing. I think dogs are better pets because
If I want to exercise, I will choose dog because dog more activity. Yeah, dog can exercise with me.
the dogs are very companions for physical exercise than cats. That's for sure. Okay. One more thing.
I think dog is more loyal than cat because he has good
Interaction. They're more interactive with their companion. Alright. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Cats. William, you think having cats is better because
it's more because when I was easy, I was spending long
taking care of the cat, right? Oh. With your own words, just telling me cats are better because
because
You can have your more your cash. You don't have to spend much time with
I have my I like I have my own space and cat is also. So it will not interact me in my own time.
okay.
Oh. Oh, have you ever seen a cartoon Garfield? So it's the first cat I know. Garfield is the first cat I know. So when I was a kid, I liked that cartoon very much. So I prefer cats.
Okay, that's the money situation involved, right? You can just tell me what do you feel is the best, just based on what we just discussed. You can choose one of the points, like, oh, I prefer cats because they don't need training and I don't have time to train a pet and he's very independent, he can do it by himself, so that's why I prefer cats. Okay, so that's the whole point of writing down these things over here. Help you with the argument, okay? Let's take 10 minutes break. After the break, I'm going to change the subject to a new subject. You're going to remain the same groups to discuss about it, okay? 10 minutes. so how many of you live right now or have lived before in university dorms? Anybody else? Dorms, at college, here. No? That means that everybody else has their own place. Like having your own place is not the same as living with your parents. Who lives with your parents? What about you, William? What do you live? You do
For now, or
yeah, right now.
around school.
Okay, so I'm asking who lives in university dorms, you can raise your hand. So you live in the dorm. Okay, what about you, Owen?
I rent the.
You have your own
Yeah.
apartment. Have your own. Okay, so you live with your parents, Becky.
I lived in a dormitory for 3 years. Lived outside for 3 years.
So you have experience in both, right? Tina lives indoor, right? And what about you, Timothy? Home place, I guess. You never lived in dorms before.
Before.
When you were in college the first time, no.
First time I have to.
You live with two people in university dorms. Okay, my point is like all of you have kind of experience in both of the situations. Now, we're gonna do the same as we did with cats and dogs, okay? Since you lived in dorms before, you did not.
No.
Never. Okay, Tina switch places with Owen. Yes. No, you stay there. You sit here.
I live in all places.
Right now, but you also used to live here, right? Never. It's okay. No, it's like this. Just switch this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, so now this group here is gonna be university doors, okay? And home place. You have your own place right now, okay? You always love, right? Okay, just swap position. Swap the Peggy. This switch because he in the previous debate he was like fish out of water, doesn't know what to talk, what to say, never have dogs, never have cats. Now let's just make him talk more because he knows about living in his own place, okay? Home place, home place, home place, and this one's gonna be university dorms. Okay, this time I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, just 5 minutes to talk among yourself. You have to do the same thing. You have to tell me the good things about living in university dorm, which is this side, okay? Versus living in your own place. You can also think about the bad things about living in your own place and the bad things about living on university dorms, okay? You have to use those ones against each other. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No people.
I can do anything in my place. No one can stop me.
Yes. And no one will interact.
元素有
所有的道
刚刚是在招肯德基吗？你可以讲一下。
就是他们是国际学生，所以你要是外国人，不然就是你要念那个外交系，就会像我们那样。
So how is somehow like this for people for working in the one
we
room?
don't
你要照片吗？你要看
time
我应该有看过吗？
Need to
因为这些
go
是
back.
大家，
没有Italian。
可是那我们这个是大家学。
没关系。Okay. So, is your roommates are very bad or very nice?
friendly to me. So because we are the safety
We should cover understand that. don't be shy, don't be shy.
If we have any gaps, there will have to be smart, right?
So, if your classmate usually become shyper and very friendly, atmosphere is very nice.
不好的影响，
Sometimes you have a curfew. 宵禁，就是不要提前回来。
No limits.
No limit.
No.
No limit.
We don't need to hear another people lifestyle.
Compared to so compare your own place to rent apartment. Sometimes it's cheaper or more expensive.
You can invite our friends to your home.
If it is necessary for
But you can invite go eating or
Oh, yes.
you know.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Very
important point.
Have your own space.
You can't
You don't have
ask me
your time.
Maybe some
Some places.
yeah, some days like we can have some
probably a little bit more priority. Maybe like
So after you stay in the dormitory,
I heard
next
about
year do you
some
continue to stay in the dormitory or you
university dorms can't drink alcohol. I heard about before.
dormitory?
Just like
I think
because
the
the
dormitory
girls
is
don't
safer because there's many manager here
So I
and
don't know.
there's many students here.
It's also
who
the
are
boys
I think the boys
can drink okay.
Oh,
but girls
Girls don't can't drink.
girls don't
and sometimes dormitory has some activity.
take or
Oh,
So I think it
Opa candy.
Okay, let's start the discussion. Okay, so we have university dorms and we have our own place, right? Let's start with the own place. What are the good things about having your own place? Give me one good thing. More? More freedom. What do you mean by freedom?
you can do anything in your own place.
You can do anything in your own place. But having your own place depends. Sometimes you have your own place, just you. Sometimes you share a place with somebody else. It's still your own place because it's not a dormitory. You know what I mean, right? Some people share a flat, share an apartment. You have common areas, then everyone has their own room. But you're still sharing the house. So what is your case? Just you. It's like one room or it's like one apartment with everything, like living room, kitchen.
因为就整栋
There's a difference between a room and an apartment. So yours, William, has a kitchen.
on room.
It's just a room. So it's a toilet and a room. That's it.
Yeah.
No kitchen. Okay. After you have your own, then you don't share with anybody else. Okay. What about your
Yes.
kids? The same.
Yes. But I still can cook in my rooms.
I mean, you have a like a proper kitchen.
Yeah. It's just a little area to.
Okay. But why when you cook? Do you cook? No. Oh, you Timothy.
I have kitchen.
You have,
Have kitchen.
but you have your own apartment, right?
Yeah.
Everything like living room, dining room, bedroom,
Bedroom.
kitchen, and all the stuff. Okay. What is so good about living alone? You mentioned that you have freedom, right? What do you mean by freedom? You can do whatever you want, like what?
No one will interrupt.
No one will come to interrupt you, okay?
Have more privacy.
Privacy, that's the point I want to love. Privacy, okay? When you live in your own place, you have privacy. At least more privacy than if you live in a university dorm, right? Because university dorms you have to share with you. So let's jump to the other group. So here, university dorms, you have to share the room with somebody else, right? Who do you share?
Yeah.
How many?
My roommate totally is
4 people
yeah.
in one apartment.
4 people
One
stay.
room.
4 people stay in my room.
Okay, how big is the room?
It's same size like a usual.
It's like this classroom. No.
I don't go.
Google for me. You're gonna show me a picture. Or you're gonna just. I have no idea how the accommodations in campus are. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they big? Are they
So
small?
her dormitory is in the school campus, in this campus, yeah.
But remember, you have to check the good things about living there.
I think it's, the good thing is if you like to make friends, you can meet a lot of people and
Okay.
maybe in your same department, you can meet some same people in the same department.
So it's a good thing because you have a very active social life, right?
Yeah, and probably you can make some.
It is not that bad. I imagine that it was worse. I mean, the picture looks kind of okay. I don't know how it is in reality. Maybe it doesn't look like in the picture. So, poor social life. So a good thing about university dorms that you can meet a lot of people, right? It could be your own roommates or the people next door or whatever, right? You're gonna have more chances to meet new people, right? And on your own place, you're gonna have your own privacy. Okay, so now let's talk about comfortable. Which place is more comfortable to live? It's not comfortable at all to live in the room in the university dorm, right? So it's more comfortable here. Comfort. What about cost?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, university dorms and they're cheaper than home.
A little bit.
A little bit. How much is the difference?
But the university room need to, you can stay in summer vacation
Yeah.
or
During the
winter
school.
vacation.
During
You
the
mean
school
the
vacation.
Yes. You need to go home.
I
Oh,
give you the money charger.
So I think the per month fee is all same.
This is it is outside.
oh, okay. So there's a comparison. How much do you pay monthly? This is monthly, right?
Yes.
Monthly in the dormitory is 8,800. That's what you showed me. And outside is 25,200.
那个大学
It's very smooth.
Wait, outside of the campus, this 25,250. Where is that? Around here. I pay less than that for my apartment.
Yes,
Where are you getting that information?
China Post.
Okay, so we established that living outside is more expensive. By far, right? But you say that during summer breaks, you can stay at your place, but they cannot.
Yeah.
They have to find a place to go.
Yes.
So, okay, they go back home.
Yeah.
What happened to the students that they live abroad? How do they do? They have to go all the way back to their countries. What do they do during the summer?
I think national student can stay.
International
Yeah,
students, they can
international.
stay, but Taiwanese, they
Yeah.
have to go leave their room and go back home. Okay, that makes more sense.
Because in the dormitory, you don't have to pay the water and electricity.
Good. There's one point there. When you live in the dormitory, you don't have to pay utilities. Everything is covered. So, bros, like, no utilities. So you normally have the internet, right? And you don't. You have internet.
Yeah.
You do. Everybody uses their phone, so it doesn't matter, right? And then you don't have to pay for electricity or gas or water, right? But on the other hand, when you have your own place, you do have to pay for it. So how much is that? You do. Do you pay for utilities at your room? How much do you pay monthly in utilities? Like an estimate. If you put all together, like, I don't know, internet, water, electricity, I don't know how does it work.
不是你叫什么？
我叫N
400 per month,
因为
right?
你是直
Utilities
接
per
翻成
year.
英文的。
I think average is 700 to 900 per month. Because I use my computer is more.
How much you pay in utilities? 4,000. But your room is big, it's the whole house, right?
In summer because
Happens the air
air
conditioning.
conditioning.
Yeah, I mean summer, yes, we pay a lot of electricity.
You need to pay the air conditioner.
Did you? In the dorms, you pay for the air conditioner.
We use the card to save the money.
Oh, you can save money in the card, and if you
Use the card to
want to
pay.
use the air
Yes.
conditioner,
You need
use
to
the
pay
card.
for yourself.
The air conditioner.
Yeah.
That's weird. I mean, if you're
support the light and the water. Only
so, how much do you pay in total? Let's say a month in a dormitory room, including everything, including the monthly fee and the utilities if you have to pay any.
I remember 3 months one time. And probably 2,000.
Including everything, the room and utilities, which is like aircon, I don't know, internet, you pay 2,000.
3个月折2年，包含房租。
不是啊，那他是会算的，是会算
没有，
的。
他是说平均1个月大概好
你先报多少钱
大概
？Actually, I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Because then pay just like the season.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah, the
semester.
whole year, yeah.
One pay and you don't know how to divide it by
Yeah.
month. Okay, that's a little bit more complicated. You have to divide it during the time that you're there. But overall, I think we agree that living our own is going to be more expensive, right? Because the rent probably is going to be a little more expensive, and also because you have to pay the extra utilities that you have. Also, those rooms, they come with furniture, the ones that you have. I mean, yours is your own apartment, so you buy your furniture, right? Everything in the apartment you buy, the bed, the table, everything, right? What about you? It comes with furniture? Like what? What is included?
The bed. Then under the bed, the wood.
You mean, yeah, like the frame of the bed, okay.
And table.
And a table, like a desk kind of
Yeah,
table.
Clothes.
Like a closet?
Yeah, closet.
Same as you.
Absolutely right.
The bed frame, desk, like a closet for your clothes.
They're not mine.
I know. I'm asking the things that comes with the apartment when you rent it, the room, those things, right? But you also buy extra stuff. What did you buy in the last year that you were living? Yeah, well, those are things that you use for your daily use. But I think in terms of furniture, what kind of furniture? You buy an extra table, you buy chairs, you buy a rug. So furniture, things about furniture. What do you buy?
Shoes.
Like a shoe rack.
Yeah, shoe
You
rack.
put your shoes in, okay?
And
What else? You haven't bought anything.
I think for students, they have a boyfriend or girlfriend, they have a relationship, it's better to have their own place. Yeah.
Okay, I suppose so. But also, I just realized that, it's just my opinion, but if you're just a student, just started, you're a freshman student, maybe having a room in the university dorms is good, because you're still getting used to your university life, right? As your first time here, you don't know anybody, you don't know how it works. You make friends here, and then the next year you just move away and you get your own place. Sometimes even with friends that you met there. If you get close to somebody, one or two or three friends, and then they come together and they rent a whole apartment, and everybody has their room, right? That's what I did. My first year I was in a dorm, but not even the first year, the first semester. I was in university dorms. After that, I made friends, and we moved together in an apartment. Everybody has their own room. It's like an improvement, right? You're still sharing common areas, but you have your own room, which is a big improvement from here. For here, you don't have your own space. You have to live with the people there. You have to do everything with the people there, right? Which is, I know because I have been here. So when you move to your own place, even if you share the common area, you still have your own room, your own space. And then after that, you can move to your own apartment, which is just you, or your own room, just you, okay? So it goes like steps. Step 1, and step 2, and step 3. So maybe in the future you will have your own place, don't worry. Maybe next year. You get your own place. And you can buy things and do whatever you want, okay? So let's just try to make this like a final argument. Why is better, even if you feel it's not, you just try to convince me why it's better to live in a university dorms. So let's start with Peggy. Why do you think it's better to live there?
Because distance is shorter.
Good, this is something nobody mentioned that before. University dorms, you're basically minutes, 5 minutes away or less from the campus, right? It's very convenient. You don't have to wake up early to commute or take a train or take transportation, right? You're very close to the area. Actually, I'm going to write that down because it's very important. So, closeness. That means that you don't have to travel. You don't have to travel for university dorms to campus. It's just there, right? Good. What other thing do you think is good about living? It has to be something that you feel, oh, it is good. At least one thing. You mentioned it before, that a more social life. So, can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
We have security.
Oh, yes, that's another thing. You haven't mentioned it, right? So, dorms, they have security. That means that you feel more safe. if you are living there, right? Okay.
Oh, so you can have more time for your school activity. Yeah, you don't have to waste time for transportation.
Yeah, I think that the whole point about living in the university dorm is like you are very close to the campus. You don't have to spend extra time moving from one place to another.
We also have a canteen. But you need to go to canteen.
What's that?
All pass can be.
Each year for student meeting.
Uh-huh.
So they give you free candy. Yeah.
Free candy.
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 C-A-N-D.
Candies.
Yes.
Candies. The sweets.
Yes.
Oh, they give you some.
Just for midterms.
Oh,
Okay, at least they give you something for free.
Okay.
Okay, so what about having your own place? So just tell me in a few words why do you feel that's the best option? It's more comfortable. Why is more comfortable?
My own place to live and I don't care about any other people.
You don't have to worry about any other people. Because you say, I don't care about other people, that sounds very bad. I don't have to worry about other people, okay? Very good.
I don't think the university dorm is closed.
No,
No.
it's not like here. The buildings-
Only girls dorms just near to
What about the dormitory for guys, where is it?
home.
How? Where? The building that is haunted by ghosts.
Need to walk about 15 minutes.
15.
15 minutes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't study here, so I don't know. So the nice buildings here are from here, right?
Just
Guys have to just
yes.
go about I also heard stories about the buildings over there. The big buildings in the back. They said that they're haunted by ghosts. Is that true?
I don't know, maybe just the story.
This is a story. Like, I heard that several times from different students. That those buildings over there in the back, there's some bars of ghosts.
Because they have sometimes suicide.
Yeah, I heard that story. More than one. Have committed suicide in those buildings. Okay? So you feel that they are close.
Yes, I think
well,
all places.
I mean, for girls, yes. For guys, no. But
Yes.
overall, yes, they tend to
Okay.
be closer. Even if you have to just walk 15 minutes, it's not the same as you rent a room, I don't know, in... Have students that they live in Beijing.
Oh yes.
They still have to take the train to come here, so it takes time, or the bus. So that's my point. Generally speaking, the dorms are relatively closer, and if you live in another apartment, okay?
Spend an hour.
I use to go to.
You spend an hour to come here.
Yes.
Where do you live?
Nearby NTU.
Oh, that's way downtown. Okay.
How to attend?
Yeah, it takes almost an hour. You take the MRT and then so it takes almost an hour. So that's my point. Sometimes you have to make a trade-off. You want privacy, you want to be more comfortable, then you have to compromise the commuting time. So you have to spend more time moving from one place to another if you want to have those things. So you want to be closer to college and sleep more because let's be honest, if you are 8 morning clock in morning class here and you live in the dorm, you wake up like 10 minutes and then you can hear that's it, you're in class, right? If you live over there, you have to wake up at least 2 hours before you get ready, then you leave home and you come here on time, right? So it's 2 hours, 1 hour that you're spending moving to one place to another. That's a big plus when you live in a place, right? In that part, definitely the dorms win that. What about the money? Overall, you spend more money when you live alone than when you live in a dorm, right? I think so. Yeah. Eventually you're gonna spend more money in rent when you pay there, plus your utilities, plus the things that you want to have. Let's be honest, you always buy things. I want this, or I want to eat this, you buy more stuff, you're gonna spend more money. And if you have parties at your place, you're gonna spend money there too. Okay, so it's different. Okay? So both are their pros and their cons. Okay, I think it was a pretty good discussion today. Is anything else you want to add about living? I do live in one stop before here, on shooting station. It takes me, I don't know, 10 minutes to come here, right? Bus, 15 minutes max. And it's not that close, but it's not that far. So for me, I'm happy with that. But some people like to have better places when you move downtown, it's far from here, because everybody's the same. Okay, so that's a debate. We didn't get into a very argument or heated debate because you are very nice students. You don't want to contradict the other ones, but in other classes, I have a very, very heated discussion about, oh no, I think this, I know, and people go back and forth. But that's the whole concept about having a debate in class or in daily life, okay? You can just express your ideas even though your ideas are different than somebody else. You still can argument about it in a very healthy way. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let you go earlier today because I technically eat your break time. So next class, we're gonna be talking about something else. I haven't decided yet what we're gonna be doing. Mostly because I'm just doing it based on how many students show up for the class. Sometimes I design something for a certain number of students and then less students come to the class, so I have to kind of like improvise and change it. But today was very productive. So that's it. Thank you for coming. See you next week.